Hello everyone, and welcome back to my tutorial series. Today we will be learning how to do input. So to begin with, I've already set up a little template here. It's nothing complicated, it's just a white screen. And so anyways, so to begin with, we're going to need two functions. Firstly, protected void key press. I'm going to have to give it int key code. So what this does is that every time the user presses a key on their phone, this function will be called, and not only that, it will be given the argument of key code, which basically just means which key was pressed. For example, if we press the key number 1, this function will be called, and it will be given the argument of 49. And we also are going to need the same one, but for when we release the key. So we're just going to do key release. So that should work. And now you could just implement all of your controls here, but the thing is, you won't have any key held down functions or input. Or anyway, I think so. That's going to be a little bit of a problem for certain kinds of games. So to do that, we are going to firstly make a key class. So we're just going to make public class key. We're going to make a public key. Sorry, public key. I'm going to give it a 3 boolean variable. Sorry, 3 boolean variables, which are going to be boolean down, boolean press, and boolean release. That should work. And then here we can just say down equals false, press equals false, and release equals false. And now we need to make an array. This array will have some empty spots, which is it's only a consequence of how the keys are arranged. So how the keys are arranged in the key codes. I don't know why they're arranged like that, but anyways, it just makes our job a little bit harder. So to begin with, we're going to make an array, which is going to be quite simple. We're going to just do key that, I don't know, the square brackets, sorry, key square brackets keys. We're going to say equals new key 23. So that will make us a little array there, and now we just need to initialize it. So to initialize our array, we're just going to go onto start. We're going to make a for loop. We're just going to make for int I equals 0, colon, I is minor to 23, and we're just going to make I plus plus, so it goes up. We're just going to say keys I equals new key. So that will make it so that all of the keys are initialized. And now we just are going to need to do a little bit of code here. So to begin with, some of the keys have positive values on the key code, and some of them have negative. So we're just going to make if key code is greater than 0 and else. So now this will be called whenever a key is greater than 0, and this will be called whenever a key is smaller than 0. So we're just going to make an if statement, and we're going to ask if a key is between 48, which is the 0 key, and 57, which is the 9 key. So we're just going to make if key code I accidentally did a misspelling there. If key code is greater than 48 and key code is smaller than 57, we're just going to say keys key code minus 37 dot pressed equals true. Just going to copy and paste this. I'm going to make it false. Oh, sorry. We're going to make it true also for down. Now, there's also a case for specifically the pound and star keys, which their key codes are not in this. They're actually 42 and 35 respectively. So to that, we're just going to make a switch key code. I'm just going to make case 42 break and case 35 break as well. So now we're just going to copy this code from here, and instead of putting key code minus 37, we're just going to put key code 21 and key code 21 and then key code 22 and then key code 22 as well. So now we finished this part, and we need to go into the special keys, which includes the joystick, the hang and call buttons, all of that. And their key codes are going to be negative. So we're just going to copy and paste this again. And instead of 37, we're just going to add 11. There we go. And now we can just copy all of this code and paste it right over here. I'm going to need to make a few changes. First, we're going to make all of this false. And we're also going to add key released equals true. Okay, so now I have that. And that actually should be kind of it. We're almost finished. So we're also going to go ahead and copy this and paste it over here before we do our update screen. So after we do our update screen, we're just going to make it so that every frame we just clear whether they were just pressed this frame. So key y dot pressed equals false, and key y dot released equals false, which basically just means that these two variables will only be true for one frame, which is what we wanted to happen. So now, I don't know why it's, oh, that's written weirdly, trying to wait. Anyways, that is almost it. Now we're going to just add this. I'm going to copy and paste it because it's going to be quicker. So this basically just tells us where in an array, this array, each key is, which is just to make our lives easier. So now we can actually go ahead and use this. So we can do an if keys key num key 9 dot down equals true, we could make something happen. In this case, actually, I'm going to make a little square move around. Int x equals 0 and int y equals 0 as well. Now we're just going to draw a little guy here. We're going to change this color to that to work. I'm missing a number there. We're just going to make it 50 by 50. I'm going to give it an x and y. Now when we press key number 9, we're going to move our x plus plus, or maybe plus equals 5. That should be faster. And then maybe with key 0 we make x minus. Should be working. Oops, sorry, I forgot to add that. Also need to make a key 0, which should be 11. There we go. Now you can go ahead and test this. Oh, sorry, I committed a little mistake. This should be actually greater or equals and smaller or equals. Also a bit of a mistake. Oh, sorry. Greater or equals. There we go. So now that 0 should work, along with 9. Why is it showing an error? Oh. There we go. And as you can see, it's working perfectly. We can also just go ahead and change this. For example, show you right and show you left. And then moves with these two keys. We can also make it soft left and soft right. And the little square will move with these two keys. And the same for all the other keys. So that is basically all of there is for this video. I hope you enjoyed this. See you on the next tutorial.